So, dahil limited ang access natin sa internet, I hope maintindihan niyo po yung online discussion. Balikan po natin yung regional inequalities or the uneven distribution of income or other variables. Yung pinakaano naman po ng topic ko is 9 main causes of regional imbalances in India. So, regional imbalances po siya. Hindi po siya regional inequalities. Pero ano po yung connection? Ganto. Kasi po, ang regional inequalities is the uneven distribution of variables. And regional imbalances is the unequal opportunity given to the dominated country or region. So, nagiging mas powerful po sila. And then, naging unequal yung nangyayaring yun. Kasi, yung opportunity na para sa isa is nakukuha lang ng specific region. And yung mga region na hindi magiging parte ng opportunity na yon is ang mangyayari, magiging inferior sila or less dominate sila. So let's start the discussion about 9 main causes of regional imbalances in India. At first, historical factor. Regional imbalances in India started from its British regime. The British rulers as well as industrialists started to develop only those earmarked regions of the country, which as per their own interests were possessing rich potential for prosperous manufacturing and trading activities. So pagkatapos masakop yung India ng British regime, nag-focus lang sila sa isang lugar or yung region na yon for trading and industrialization. So technically, umunlad lang yung isang region or isang part ng India dahil sa nangyari. Pero hindi nabigyan pansin yung other regions sa India and nag-cause ito ng underdeveloped regions in a specific state or country. Similarly to the Philippine to Mexico trade or dito po sa Pilipinas, nung sako pa po tayo ng Spanish, meron tayong Manila to Acapulco trade or kung saan yung Manila is naging center of industrialization and trading ng mga Spanish and Philippine na mga ngalakal or yung mga businessman, yung mga ganun, mga burgis, di ba? So, maliwanag naman yung epekto ng history sa present event. Kaya, dadako na tayo sa second cause naman. Ito naman yung geographical factor. Geographical factors play an important role in the developmental activities of a developing economy. The difficult terrain surrounded by hills, rivers, and dense forests leads to increase in the cost of administration, cost of developmental projects, besides making mobilization of resources particularly difficult. Most of the Himalayan states of India remained mostly backward due to its inaccessibility and other inherent difficulties. Adverse climate and proneness to flood are also responsible factors for poor rate of economic development of the different regions of the country as reflected by low agricultural productivity and lack of industrialization. Thus, in these natural factors have resulted uneven growth of different regions of India. So, simple lang naman yung geographical factor. It is not only landforms, but also climate in the specific region can be a factor that needed to be considered to one's regional development. Halimbawa, urban to rural. So, dahil nga iba-iba yung geographical factors or land features, naapektuhan ito yung commercial or yung industrialization dapat na mangyayari sa isang region. So, simple lang naman yun. Hindi naman magtatayo ng business yung isang businessman sa bundok or kaya sa mga lugar na alam nilang binabaha or mga lugar na alam nilang talo yung puhunan nila saka hindi pa sila kikita. So, the next cause is the locational advantages. Due to some locational advantages, some regions are getting special favor or respect for site selections of various developmental projects. While determining the location of iron and steel projects or refineries or any heavy industrial project, some technical factors included in the locational advantage are getting special considerations. Those regional imbalances arise due to such locational advantages attached to some regions and the location disadvantages attached to some other backward regions. So, sinabing locational advantages kasi yung opportunity na kukuha ng isang region is nakakabuti sa kanila. Ang kaso lang, pinopokus nila or sinesenter nila yung opportunity na yun sa isang region, and nawawala naman yung mga backward regions o yung mga tinatawag nating mga less developed regions sa isang state. Sa madaling salita, locational advantages are the biased selection of an area with an expected feedback of the locations, with highly profitable for commercial land use, and those advantages create the introduction of locational disadvantages that cause regional imbalances. Same thing in the Philippines. So yung mga big business firms is pinipit nila yung sarili nila dun sa national capital region because the location were highly profitable. So ang nangyayari, yung mga location or yung mga regions na hindi napipili para sa development is nananatili lang silang constant, or minsan yung development is mabagal talaga and not appropriate to sustain the development for a region. So guys, sana naintindihan nyo po yung first 3 causes natin para sa regional imbalances. Kung hindi po kayo naintindihan, pwede po kayo magtanong. So yung next naman po nating cause is inadequacy of economic overheads. Due to adequacy of such economic overheads, some regions are getting a special favor in respect of settlement of some developmental projects were due to inadequacy of such economic overheads. Some regions of the country remained much backward as compared to other developed regions of the country. Moreover, new investments in private sector has a general tendency to concentrate on those regions having basic infrastructural facilities. So ano muna yung economic overheads? These such as transport, communication facilities, power technology, banking, and insurance, etc. Yun yung mga kinoconsidered is very important for the development of a particular region. So yung overhead is yung expenses are all costs on the income statement. So inadequacy of overhead is yung overhead lack of the quantity or quality required or inability to deal with the situation or with life, which resulted to backward regions. So yung pinaka-problema lang dito is yung inability for economic overheads or yung mga dapat na development is hindi nila nasusustain. Kaya ang nangyayari, yung mga other regions is backward regions pa rin sila, or they have insufficient power to sustain that development. So yung next naman is failure of planning mechanism. Due to such divergent trend, imbalance between different states in India has been continuously widening in spite of framing achievement of regional balance as one of the important objectives of economic planning in the country. So this cause of imbalance, nag-start po lahat sa divergent trends, and as time goes by, those diversions are continuously widening, which resulted to conflict of regional balance. Because of unexpected variables, the backward regions will be remain underdeveloped. Sa madaling salita, yung balance na nangyayari is dulot ng divergent trends. And yung balance na yon is nagkukos ng underdeveloped countries, or yung mga plano na hindi natupad, or kasi hindi sila inaasahan na nangyari bigla. Mga ganun lang po yun. So next in our discussion, we have marginalization of the impact of green revolution to certain regions. The government has concentrated this new strategy to heavily irrigated areas with the idea to use the scarce resources in the most productive manner and to maximize the production of food grains so as to solve the problem of food crisis. Thus, the benefit of Green Revolution is very much restricted to the states like Punjab, Haryana, and plain districts of Uttar Pradesh, leaving the other states totally in the dark about the adaptation of new agricultural strategy. So, it means lang na having a Green Revolution or the rapid increase of farming industry of a given state like India, the land with suitable place to farm were used in the most productive way in order to maximize the production of scarce resources. Then the benefit of Green Revolution is very much restricted because not all regions in the given state can be a farming area. Halimbawa dito sa Pilipinas, yung topic natin nakaraan na about sa land use, di ba? Dahil hindi nga lahat ng lugar pwedeng gawing sakahan, idadagdag pa yung mga nasa legislative branch na ang main focus is yung industrialization and residential area. So in the end po, maganda po yung pinakagustong mangyari ng Green Revolution. Ang kaso nga lang, hindi siya appropriate para sa lahat ng regions. Kasi nga, yung land features natin is iba-iba. And from a specific region, yung product na pwede nilang ilabas, kung agricultural man yun, dapat nakadepende pa rin sa geographical factors yun. So in the end, masasabi natin maganda yung gustong sabihin ng Green Revolution. Ang kaso lang, hindi siya applicable para sa lahat ng regions. Kaya nangyayari yung imbalance na tinatawag. So yung next natin is yung lack of growth of ancillary industries in backward states. The government of India has been following a decentralized approach for the development of backward regions through its investments programs on public sector's industrial enterprises located in backward areas. But due to lack of growth of ancillary industries in these areas, all these areas remained backward in spite of huge investment made by the century. So yung main cause talaga ng regional imbalance here is yung decentralized approach for the development of backward regions. It is like their government were giving investment for the unfortunate regions, but those ancillary industries are under-capable to aid the needs for the development of the backward regions. So yung mga in the ancillary industries or yung mga manufacturing ng parts, ng machineries, or yung something po na nakaka-apekto sa industrialization. So yung mga kailangan po nila is yun yung nakukuha nila sa ancillary industries. Pero dahil nga hindi sila capable and yung investment na yun nagaling sa mga developed regions sa India, isang nangyayari, nasasayang lang. Ganun lang po yung niya. Nagiging imbalance lang siya kasi yung approach na ginagawa nila is hindi maayos. And hindi nila naayos din yung investment na dapat para sa industrialization saka sa development ng mga backward regions. So, nandito na po tayo sa number 8 or yung lack of motivation on the part of backward states. Growing regional imbalance in India has also been resulted from lack of motivation on the part of backward states for industrial development. While the developed states are trying to attain further industrial development, but the backward states have been showing their interest on political intrigues and manipulations instead of industrial development. So yung lang po dito is yung motivation. It simply means encouragement to do something in more meaningful way. So mas often, yung development or yung the developed states or regions in India are trying their best to achieve more industrial or economic development. But in backward states naman po are only focusing on political intrigues instead of industrial development. So nasa kanila na po yun. Ito na po yung pagkukusa ng isang bansa na gawin yung isang bagay na alam nilang makakapag-develop sa sa regions nila as a whole. So yung pinaka-imbalance lang na nangyayari dito is yung lack of motivation. And yung motivation na yun is nag-i-strive sa kanila para yung developed country nila is maging mas developed. Pero yung nangyayari naman sa backward states naman or yung mga region is hindi nagiging fair sa kanila yon kasi yung motivation na dapat nangyayari is hindi nila natutugunan. So yung last main causes of regional imbalances is political instability. Political instability prevailing in the backward regions of the country. Political instability in the form of unstable government, extremist violence, law and order problem, etc. have been obstructing the flow of investment into these backward regions, besides making flight of capital from these backward states. Thus, this political instability prevailing in same backward regions of the country are standing as a hurdle in the fight of economic development of these regions. So, like what stated in the bullet, the unstable government, extremist violence, law and order problem, and more have a great impact to the region's development because of political instability serves as a hindrance for the possible investments. So aware naman tayo na hindi lahat ng lugar sa India is maayos. Yung iba doon is may gulo nangyayari na katulad lang naman sa bansa natin. Meron tayong gulo sa Mindanao. na hindi pa naayos. Pero yung pinaka topic lang nito is yung political instability or yung pinaka pamaraan ng gobyerno na aksyonan yung mga violence, yung mga bagay na kailangan tugunan sa isang bansa. And yung mga bagay na yun is nagke-create ng imbalance. So yung regional imbalance lang na nangyayari dito is about sa political instability. It's about the government of how they deal with the problems in their society. So yung pinaka dito is yung economic development ng isang region ay hindi natutugunan kasi nga may nangyayaring political instability. So guys, yun na po yung 9 main causes of regional imbalances in India. Hindi po kami nakakuha ng regional inequalities as an example, pero sana po nakatulong yung regional imbalances para mas maintindihan niyo yung regional inequalities na nangyayari. So in different regions, we experience different type of inequalities, different kind. Pero hindi na po namin siya masyadong nabigyang pansin. Kaya I hope may natutunan po kayo sa discussion, and that's all. Thank you.